In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 29, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers and Colorado Rockies are set to finish their 3-game series this Sunday at American Family Field. When playing at home as favorites against the Rockies, the Brewers have been a solid bet, covering the run line in 3 of their last 4 matchups. The Rockies, on the other hand, have consistently failed to meet expectations on the road, posting a bleak 18-25 record against the run line as underdogs this season. Colorado's pitching has been a significant weakness all year, and it has only gotten worse lately. That's a recipe for disaster against a Brewers lineup that is currently on fire, hitting an impressive .340 in their recent games. While Colorado might manage to score a few times, it's highly unlikely their pitching can hold back Milwaukee's potent offense. There is little reason to trust the Rockies, who are making a case for being one of the worst teams in baseball. Although Marcus has supposedly had a strong June, his season-long numbers are ugly, with a 5.79 earned run average and a 1.64 WHIP. His performance on the road is even more concerning. In 44.1 innings away from home, he carries a 6.9 earned run average and has allowed opposing hitters to bat .340 against him. Meanwhile, the Brewers are one of the hottest teams in the league, having won 8 of their last 9 contests, and their rookie pitcher Patrick is delivering a solid season. Placing a bet on the Rockies simply isn't a logical choice here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Milwaukee Brewers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This game looks like it could be a high-scoring affair, with good reason to expect runs from both teams. Milwaukee's offense has been scorching hot, putting up an average of 8.2 runs over their last 10 games while hitting an incredible .335 as a team during that stretch. Now, their red-hot bats get to face German Marquez, a pitcher who has been a key part of a Rockies rotation that is performing at a historically poor level. Looking at the other dugout, even though Colorado's offense has been inconsistent this season, they have a prime opportunity to score some runs today. They are matched up against Chad Patrick, who has been hit hard in each of his last 3 starts. The scoring probably won't stop there, as both teams feature shaky bullpens. Over the last 10 games, Colorado's relievers have posted a 4.83 earned run average, while Milwaukee's bullpen has a 4 earned run average in that same time frame. With vulnerabilities on both sides of the pitching matchup, the stage is set for both offenses to have a productive day. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Texas Rangers. The Seattle Mariners and Texas Rangers wrap up their 3-game weekend series in the Lone Star State this Sunday afternoon. Neither starting pitcher comes into this game with much momentum. For the Rangers, Jack Leiter has had a rough June, posting a 0-3 record with a sky-high 6.75 earned run average across his 4 starts this month. He's only managed to pitch past the 5th inning once in those outings. On the other side, the Mariners' Luis Castillo hasn't recorded a win in his last 6 trips to the mound and is carrying a 4.5 earned run average through 5 starts in June. Even with Castillo's recent issues, he's still the more established and reliable pitcher compared to Leiter. When you factor that in with Seattle's superior offense, the Rangers have been quiet with the bats all season. The edge has to go to the visiting Mariners in this series finale. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the totals, Seattle's games have trended high all season, with the over hitting in 45 of their first 81 contests. The Mariners' offense is respectable, ranking around the middle of the league by averaging 4.59 runs per game, a number that gets a nice boost to 5.07 runs whenever they play on the road. Consequently, their games see an average of 9.04 total runs, which jumps to 9.83 when they are the visiting team. In sharp contrast, Texas has been an under machine. Before Saturday's game, the under had cashed in 52 of their 82 games. The Rangers' offense is near the bottom of the league, scoring just 3.67 3.7 runs per game, a figure that dips even lower to 3.5 at their home park. This leads to very low-scoring contests, with their games averaging only 7.13 total runs and an even smaller 6.35 runs at home. Despite the Rangers' low-scoring trends, the pitching matchup is the key factor here. The series opener saw 13 runs cross the plate, and with both pitchers struggling lately, it's reasonable to expect another game where the offenses take advantage. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Los Angeles Angels. Major League Baseball action continues this Sunday as the Washington Nationals travel to Angel Stadium in Anaheim to take on the Los Angeles Angels in an interleague matchup. This game feels like a coin flip, especially with Mitchell Parker and Jack Kochanovich getting the starts. Neither pitcher inspires much confidence. Looking at the offenses, the Angels have been effective against left-handed pitching over the last 10 days. Posting a .774 OPS, the Nationals have held their own against right-handers, with a .731 OPS in the same span. Given the circumstances, it's fair to expect both starters to have a rough day on the mound. When it comes down to a decision, the Angels seem to have the slight advantage. The main difference maker appears to be the bullpen, where the Nationals' relief pitchers have been a liability for most of the season. There is absolutely no reason to trust either starting pitcher in this contest. Mitchell Parker has been getting hit hard lately, giving up 10 earned runs in just his last 3 outings. Jack Kochanovich hasn't been any better, surrendering 4 or more earned runs in 5 of his previous 7 starts. With both teams swinging the bats well recently, the only logical way to look at the total is the over. It wouldn't be surprising to see at least 5 runs on the board within the first 5 innings, and the scoring likely won't stop there. The Nationals' bullpen is simply not reliable, which means both teams should find opportunities to pile on runs late in the game. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Marlins and Diamondbacks are set for the 3rd game of their series at Chase Field in Phoenix. Arizona's starter, Eduardo Rodriguez, has been pitching lights out this month. He's coming off a dominant performance last Monday where he struck out 10 batters over 6 scoreless innings against the White Sox. This presents a serious problem for the Marlins, who have been completely lost at the plate against left-handed pitchers over the past 10 days, managing just a .506 OPS on the other side. Cal Quantrill gets the ball for Miami, and while he hasn't been terrible, he's facing a Diamondbacks lineup that has been hitting righties well. Posting a .749 OPS, Arizona has also had Miami's number recently, winning 7 of their last 10 meetings. Quantrill's history in Arizona is particularly ugly. In 3 career road starts against the Diamondbacks, he is 0-2 with a disastrous 9.22 earned run average. Even if Miami's offense can scratch a few runs across, Quantrill's track record here is too poor to ignore, making the home favorite the clear choice. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Diamondbacks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have been consistently involved in high-scoring games lately. The over has hit in the Marlins' last 4 contests, while the Diamondbacks have seen their games go over the total in 7 of their last 10. It's almost a given that Cal Quantrill is going to have a rough outing against this Arizona offense, but the scoring potential doesn't stop there. Despite his recent success, Eduardo Rodriguez is also expected to have some trouble containing the Marlins lineup. With both teams bringing unreliable pitching and potent offenses to the table, all signs point toward a game where plenty of runs are put on the scoreboard. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Detroit Tigers. It's the final game of a weekend series between 2 American League Central rivals looking for some traction, as the Minnesota Twins visit the Detroit Tigers on Sunday night in the land of Skyline Chili. Tarik Skubal has a history of pitching well against Minnesota, and after a solid performance throughout June and strong showings at home all season, he is in a great position to lead the Tigers to a win. While the Twins have been hitting the ball effectively, their tendency to be impatient at the plate could be a major issue against a seasoned pitcher like Skubal. On the other side, Chris Paddock has looked shaky recently, giving up a home run in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Tigers are a team that knows how to score with runners in scoring position, so you can expect them to be aggressive on the base paths and try to build a comfortable lead. Yes, the price for Detroit is steep, but that's what happens when you have the best team in the American League, led by the reigning Cy Young champ, facing a Twins squad that has fallen back into bad habits. This just feels like a game where the Tigers rally behind their ace for another another dominant, shutdown performance. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When looking at the totals, Minnesota's games have trended towards lower scores, with the under hitting in 40 of their first 82 contests. This year, the Twins' offense ranks in the bottom half of the league, averaging 4.28 runs per game, and that number drops to 4.09 when they play on the road. Their games see an average total of 8.63 runs, which ticks down slightly to 8.16 when they are at home. Detroit, meanwhile, has seen the over hit more often than not, with a 41 to 37 to 5 record on the season. The Tigers boast a top 5 offense, putting up 4.95 runs per game, though that figure dips a bit to 4.79 at their home park. They allow an average of 3.86 runs per game, making their average game total 8.81 runs, a number that drops to 8.24 at home. With an ace like Skubal on the mound for Detroit, it's likely he will keep the Twins' offense in check, which puts most of the scoring responsibility on the Tigers' bats. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.